Whoa, this thing is wide. Anyway, so this is my room. I've been building out this place for about 3 to 4 years now. Little by little, new bed, new desk, new PC, new monitor. I just built a new place for my turtles there. Yeah. So it's coming along very nicely, but there are still some major things I need to do before I can start filming in here. First of all, these blue walls are just need to go. They may not look that bad in person, but they look really bad on camera. Also, I have a bunch of LED lights in my room and they just really don't work well with these colorful walls. So I'm planning to paint these two walls behind me black and these two walls in front of me gray. I don't know the exact name of the color, but it's like between 18% gray and white, so it's not as strong as 18% gray, but it's also obviously not white. Second thing, this hideous lamp just needs to go. Another thing I really don't like is how this beauty is just sitting there. So what I want to do with this thing is I want to mount it somewhere around here next to my board. I just bought these hooks that I can just drill into the wall, and I might put like an in case of emergency sign somewhere next to it. I think that would be pretty funny. Right now it's 1:42 in the PM, which means I have about 24 hours to get all this thing done, because I have a really important meeting Sunday afternoon. So let's get going. First things first, I need to move everything out of my room that essentially could get damaged by the paint, which means obviously my computer, my monitor, my little air purifier down there, and obviously my turtles. I'm pretty sure they would die from the paint's fume. So I think I moved out everything from my room that I wanted to. Now I just really have to cover up everything and mask out the light switches and outlets, and we can then start painting. Now I just have to cover up all the light switches and outlets I have in my room. Yeah, that's probably not the way I should do it. So I've never painted anything in my life before, but I actually watched some tutorials last night, so I think I know what to do. But really at this point only two things can happen. One, a cinematic B-roll sequence comes in, or two, a time-lapse comes in where I'm trying to fix my disaster that I've made. So let's hope it's the first one. Okay, so I'm finally finished with the two black walls. They took about an hour longer than I expected, but I don't really care because they look awesome. And now we have about 2 hours of spare time till these walls dry and we can get started on these grey ones. So we have about 45 minutes till the paint dries, so I thought we should have a little talk and I should just fully introduce myself, because I never did that before. So hey, hi there, my name is Marcel Little. I'm I guess I should say filmmaker slash creative entrepreneur. I'm 18, I live in Hungary. So last year I dropped out of high school. I mean, not totally, because I'm still in the educational system, I just go to night school. I did that so I would have a lot more time to do my freelancing jobs and my own projects. And since then my life have just really changed a lot. So basically in the spring of 2019 I was getting so many like job inquiries that I couldn't really keep up, and my grades went down a lot. I mean, at the half-year report I was failing 3 or 4 subjects, I think, which is obviously not that great. Now there's other reasons behind that, so I wouldn't just blame it on the work and I couldn't have time and all those stuff. But yeah, my grades went down a lot. Getting closer to the end of the year, I was still failing 3 subjects, so I had to get my grades together a little bit so I can pass and actually leave that school and don't lose a whole year. I did that, so I eventually passed and I just dropped out right after that. Now at that time everyone was just trying to convince me that it's a bad idea, I shouldn't do it, I should just leave work and there would be plenty of time to do this after I graduate, but I obviously didn't listen. So right after I dropped out I had a lot of motivation in me. I was just constantly trying to search up new opportunities, like what should I do, because I wasn't really enjoying these freelancing jobs that I got. They were these basic like event videos and small commercials for shitty clients. So I came across a guy named Vince who was also 16. Back then I was 17, he was 16. And he had an SMMA business. He was also Hungarian and everything. And I was just really impressed by him because back then he was making more money than me. He was younger. He had a whole business going up and running and he was working with all these American clients. So I just shot him a DM saying that I think we should connect and talk a little bit. He responded and we started talking, and eventually I started to edit videos for him. So I started editing these videos for him. These videos were like 1-minute sections of a podcast cut out to Instagram with all the graphics and transcripts and logos and intros and outros, usually stock footage in them. So I really enjoyed editing these videos because back then I was really into self-improvement, and still is. And I was editing videos with like Dean Graziosi in it, Grant Cardone in it, and it just really motivated me and I kept doing this. Now besides these, I was getting more and more freelancing jobs, and it's pretty funny because when I first talked to this guy, Vince, at like the end of June, we were talking about like financial goals and stuff, and I said to him that I wanna hit 1 million Hungarian forints per month in like 2 or 3 years, and he said that it's a really reasonable goal and and I actually hit that goal in just right after in September, so in like 3 months I hit that, my 3-year goal, which was pretty crazy, but I wasn't like truly happy with it because I was still doing the boring freelancing jobs that wouldn't really improve my filmmaking skills, my portfolio. So I decided to quit those, and obviously it had a big impact on my income. But right after that I got a text message from a friend asking if I would be down to do some videos for a supplement company. I was obviously interested, so I said yes. And we immediately started working. They wanted to do like a test video with me for less money. We did that. They were kind of happy, and we started doing bigger projects together. And right after that, in November, we flew out to Berlin to create some content for them. It was my first time flying on an airplane. It was my first time working while traveling, and it was just a pretty crazy journey. I was still getting paid less for these than the other like boring client videos, but I just enjoyed them a lot more. And right after that we did some more videos with them. In November and December I was just working for them, so I mean I had like 2 or 3, like it's more like 4 like smaller projects with other companies, but my main client was them. And right in December we flew out to Basel to create some more content for them, which went pretty good. Here comes the moment. Please be okay, please be okay, please. Alright, this looks pretty good. So it's not that straight, but I'm still happy with this. It's really satisfying. So this is going to be for the grey walls. It seems pretty white to me right now, but I'm hoping that it's gonna get darker. Okay, first round. I just finished the two grey walls. They aren't that bad, but they definitely worse than the black walls, because the blue underneath it just penetrated the paint a lot more, so I will definitely need a second coat for these. And if I do a second coat for the grey walls, I definitely do a second coat for the black walls, because I've got a lot of leftover paint. But I won't be filming these because painting up a second coat of paint is just really boring. So I'll see you guys in the morning when I should be able to assemble my room again, clean all this mess, and do the other little bits that I wanted to do to my room. So yeah, see you in the morning. Good morning. So the current time is 8:47. The sun has just risen and I didn't sleep a single f***ing moment last night. But I managed to finish all the walls last night, so the only thing left now is just to peel off the masks and we can start putting my room back together. Please, 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 please. So I've peeled off the masks, but in some places some actual paint came off with them. So I had to do some touch-ups with the small brush, but I'm finished with that, so now I can finally start cleaning this mess and just putting things back where they were. So I got this really cool, I don't know, like steampunkish bulb at IKEA. Now these are usually not that bright, like this one is 200 lumens, so it's pretty dim, but they look really nice, so I think I'm gonna put this up next. Just making sure that it's turned off. Now this lamp was the easy part, here comes the hard one. So I got these hooks that's supposed to hold my airsoft gun on the wall. I also got the correct dowels and the correct drilling bits for them. And my idea is that it will hang like this vertically, and two of these hooks will hold it. One in the stock like this, there's like a little hole where I can just push in the hook, and another hook is going to sit above the trigger like this. Now it may not sound that hard, but I've never actually done anything like this before, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. I just realized that I have to put my board up first, so let's do that. Please work. Okay, that looks actually pretty good. It's kind of weird to say it, but so far so good. Everything turned out as planned, that wall came out amazing. So now the only thing left is to just put everything together, bring back my turtles, bring back my PC, get these covers off, but these are kind of the boring stuff, so let's cut to that sequence. So yeah, I would love to hear your guys' opinion about this video, if you've ever done anything like this before, like painting, renovating, or just making DIY stuff for yourself. And you can even rate this video with a like or a dislike, but choose wisely, because you can only choose one. I mean, technically not, because if you have multiple accounts, you can easily just triple dislike this video, because why not? Anyway, it's been fun, and I see you guys next time.